This is the dream realized, the 5 and 2 food truck. We chose that name because we wanted it to be approachable by the entire public and also recognized as a ministry. And so 5 and 2 presented itself from the story in the Gospels of feeding the 5,000. So Jesus told the disciples, said when they asked him what they're going to do to feed all of these thousands of people, Jesus looked at them and said, "You feed them." And this little boy came forward with 5 loaves and 2 fishes and said, "Here, will this do it?" And so when we're out in the community, when we're out feeding people, we're hoping people can say, hey, what does 5 and 2 mean? And that'll give us an opportunity to then tell them the story and to share a little bit of that love of God and Jesus with them.
We're not expecting people from the neighborhoods to come to us. We're going to go to them and just see what their concerns are, see what they need, be able to show them that we care, the world cares, and that there is hope out there. There's people that do care about people.
Alan and I were working in the kitchen at church on something, and he had just started seminary, and I asked him what his dream for his ministry was. And since he's a professional chef, I assumed it would have something to do with food.
I've always wanted to do something with my culinary gifts, and it occurred to me that instead of having people come to us to get fed, we can go to them.
And that engaged my imagination and my heart more than pretty much anything ever has. So I went back to Sunday school and said to some people sitting beside me at Sunday school, we can buy Alan a food truck. Now we have a food truck.
And it is amazing what can be done with little donations. We, of course, had some big donations. We had a golf tournament that raised a good amount of money. The conference was very generous in giving us a large sum of money to help us towards the purchase of this truck. But the little bits that counted, the $1 from the children, the $50 checks from the people in the church, those things started adding up, and we well surpassed the purchase price of this truck, which has allowed us to really do more ministry earlier than we planned. The unique thing about it is that we can go beyond those walls. So with a brick and mortar church, you basically have to wait for people to come, invite people to come to you. But things are changing. The days are gone where you can just open the church doors and people are going to pile in. And I think people are looking at the church in different ways. And so I think that if you can really embrace your neighborhood, and that neighborhood may be larger than you think, where your geographic footprint is as a church, but if you can take what you're doing and to show that love out in the community and meet people where they are, as opposed to expecting them to come to you, then I think you can go a lot closer towards building that kingdom of God. I've been a member at Arlington Heights for 10 years and been on staff for 2, and this is probably one of the top things that has really ignited a passion in this church like I haven't seen before.
I've been a church member since before I was born, and I think in my discipleship journey, this is probably the thing that's been the most intriguing and makes me really feel more like the hands and feet of Christ than anything I've done.
Hopefully we won't be the only food truck that does it. Maybe hopefully other people get this model and decide this is a good way to go out and to spread the good news.
We hope this is a collaborative ministry. This is not something that Arlington Heights is doing. This is something that God is doing. So we have a lot of dreams in this community where we're going to go out and feed the hungry. We're going to teach people how to cook if they're on food stamps so that they can make the easy choice be the healthy choice. So if anyone has any desire to just go out and be in the community and be the church in the community, we need people on the ground, boots on the ground, and we're welcome to partner with any church to help us achieve that goal.